the disciples. That was why at a point he said, I call you my word friend. And he said, why? He said, because a servant doesn't know the secret of his master, but his friend knows. And he said, I have taught you all that. So, a missionary, a strategic leader, is what? Open. It's not complete. It's not like I do anything. And that is why Jesus said, a servant, if he does well, he shall be like his what?
Master.
He is open. And that leadership is open. Again, it is focus. The characteristics of a strategic leader is that he is what? Focus. For instance, there was a time we decided that we have to do 1 year morning cry in the morning. Believe you me, whether rain, whether sun, even on Sunday, we go for that morning cry before we come to church. So the church was divided into what? Groups. Me as the leader that time, I was member of all what? It's not happened that even when rain is falling without umbrella, they use plantain and cocoyam leaf to cover their Bible. One full year. Focus. It is not hit and run. It is, do you understand? Focus. There are issues that you must focus on. See, for instance, for this youth department to multiply and double itself or triple itself, then evangelism and the craft, the creativity you add to the evangelism must be what? Focus. It's not hit, it is not hit and run. It's not tomorrow and next tomorrow and so on. Focus. So a strategic leader must be what? Focus. If they are not focused, then that means certain things will distract you. In strategic leadership, nothing distracts you. There is this man we used to like, Graham Walking. You know, he liked evangelism. Once they were going to evangelism, they had accidents, some people died. They were going for crusade. Remember that. If we were some persons, they would do what? So they take them to mortuary, they are going to crusade. People will say, it's kind of, that is a strategic word. They went souls repented, and they did not evangelize them. They did not travel throughout all Africa, or they had to go to get away. People. Go to Goja. The only place their company had not come to is to Cobra. And the person that had also come to Cobra is the man they call Omar. And that is because they have not been a strategic leader who will plan. Because Omar, before you go to him, you must have certain amount of millions in your wallet, in your purse. That money is not his money. With that money, you will hire buses that will go to the villages, mobilize them, and carry them to crusade ground and back. With that money, you will book hotel for those who are coming with him. With that money, the listener, soundproof listener that will work. With that money, equipment that will be transported from where he is coming from. You understand? So it runs in what? Millions. So you must have that amount in your account. Then when you go to him, when you go there, his daddy is so free that if you go this year, he will tell you, I will only be there as I will be alive in 2026. Then you pick a day there. And then come and tell your people, man will come in succeed because the money that they will ask to raise, you won't give to him, you won't put it in his account. Do you understand? Do you have this amount? Yes. Okay, this is the time I will come. You go understand. So you cannot plan for him to come in 2006 and you are not focused. Now that we are talking about celebrating our 50th anniversary in 3 years' time, the choir among the 1,000 man choir, and then every district that was rendered a song, we were supposed to have started work, and that work has to be work. Nothing distracts. There are people who are, there is a lot of complaint in Christ for the World Mission. That the mission is over concentrating on that world effort. I don't blame them because that is strategic work, leadership. The focus, we have focuses that we have. After that place, we are going into missions. Because you can't go into missions without money. As I'm saying, if you go to the admitted, because I know he has a bike, he won't ask me for transport. I also know that he doesn't have any shirt ordinarily, so he won't say there's no dry cleaner at the admitted. There are people that would have said that they will ask me for transport, ask me for dry cleaner money, ask me for good pay. This guy can sleep on bench. Sleep on bench, feeding the wall without food or back. There are people. God help us in Jesus' name. Do you understand? Yes. So then the last one that is very important is that the person must be courageous. You must be what? Whenever you hear courage, that means there is fear. So the person must be very courageous. See this thing. This is a it is million naira work. So why the thing is going in because there is what? Courage. When you look there, you will see that one is a new game that just arrived. For hundreds of work. Now see there is still this work. And before you come here again, you will see that our message is here sent to the internet. So this work is courage. Strategic leader will be very well. There are things that will shake you when you want to walk. Somebody from another church came here and said, Pastor, once you people finish this one, please don't take away fan, put air conditioner. So they close the window, and that is where church has started. We will do it, but they are not doing it at headquarters, so it cannot happen here on the headquarters. At headquarters, they are still using fan, isn't it? So we use fan here. When our headquarters then go on, follow. May not be here at that time. What is giving me the hope right now is the same service. I will retire by January 2026. So this 2025 is my last year as a civil servant. As I retire, then the door is open for me to do what I know is that what God has started, He will do. Talking of the air condition. This one, God finish it. to be very courageous. And last one, you have to be very prudent. A strategic leader must be what? Prudent. You don't spend anyhow. You don't waste resources. You don't steal resources. You don't divert resources. You must be what? Prudent. You don't spend wastefully. You remember the book of Proverbs says, blessed is that kingdom whose rulers are sons of noble. They eat only for strength. There is a woe unto a city whose sons are sons of, whose leaders are sons of violence, who feed in the morning, not for strength but for pleasure. And feed where? In the before they break. But the sons of God will say they eat only for what? So you must be prudent. The resources, the small resources that come. Have you seen the fullness of these years? The strength of the membership. So pastors that have understanding, when they come in and they see these things, they say, God will show us where you used to go and collect this money. See? Why is it happening like that? The resources that come in is used prudently. Don't waste. So a strategic leader will not waste resources. Because ministry now is costly and expensive. So it is for you to make sure that the resources that are available, it is not wasted. It is good to do actual work. It is not for play, it is not for loss. It is for work. And then you must also be prudent in your own behavior. As you manage your car. You cannot imagine a situation where you are a leader, before you know you have impregnated the youth. You are trying to use them. You are putting them there at the same time. So by the time all of them go, who are you going to work with? Jesus' name. And that's part of the reason. And of course, I just use the other word to argue. If not so, if a leader begins to commit immorality in church, that church is going to be spiritually dead. So a visionary leader, what concerns him? If they go, they wants to get. There is no side attraction. You see that big ladies that are beautiful for their marketing department. That they don't pick any kind of lady for their marketing work. They pick attractive for their marketing department. And the ladies, they succeed. One, because they are men, once they see beautiful women, they will do what they wouldn't have done. And those ladies have trained themselves, they will look at you, smile, look at your face. Never miss them well. in Jesus' name. Yes. So that somebody who wouldn't have done with that man because of the picture, the interaction, the charisma of that lady. So let me try back. Think I'll put in there 5 million to start with. And do you know that there is a level of customer the marketing lead brings? It gives her accelerated promotion. You know that?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just giving you a secret. It gives her what? Accelerated what? Others will be marking them. That one is being promoted. At that level, as she brings more, it's going. Before you know, she's service branch manager. Once she becomes service branch manager, you're going to see her, if it is first bank, in that glass office, downstairs, glass house manager. One. So as a leader, because every one of you is qualified to be a leader. Leadership in Christ for the World Mission rotates within 4 years. It used to be a year before. The Christ for the World Mission management came with this policy that within 1 year, God cannot plan and articulate anything worldwide. So they decided that it has to be how many years? 4 years. So once you become a leader and you ask for 4 years, your tenure is supposed to have achieved something meaningful that can be worldwide. Something must happen that anyone that comes to take over from you and tell people when you are a leader, don't think that any person that takes over from you will not rest. Do you understand? Yes. You know, if you take over from somebody that was lazy, even if you do nothing, they won't notice you. And if you take over from somebody who was working, you will be compared to work. If, as it is, Alex, as your leader now, you see your number, and then from his learning and his creativity and his leadership, his number multiplies by 5, 10, 20. And by the time he's leaving, it is painted in black and white. He met youth population of 50 youth. Then to his own praise, today that is leaving, youth population, they are 2,000. A next youth leader that is coming in will know that he has to do what?